Welcome to another Affinity Photo tutorial. Today we're going to be creating this kaleidoscopic symmetry image. And to do this, we're going to learn a couple of different features. We're going to learn how to create a custom brush, and we're going to learn how to set up the symmetry feature in Affinity Photo. So let's go ahead and get started. Start off with a new document, and we'll go 1920 by 1080. So the first thing we need to do is we need to bring in an image that we can sample and create a brush from. So we'll go to File and Place, and I've got this picture here. It's kind of a colorful grid looking picture, and we're just going to bring it in, and this is what we'll use. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and rasterize and trim this, and then we're going to come over to the elliptical marquee tool, and we're going to grab a section of this picture here, and I kind of like these purple and white and a little bit of this orange color, so I'm going to just select a bit of a circle just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come over to our brushes tab, and in your brushes tab you have all the different brushes that are on your computer. I have one that's called My Brushes, and while we're here you can see I've already made a couple of these, but we'll make it again. You right click and you go New Brush from Selection, and it will pop another one down here. So what we need to do is we need to define this brush right now. So let's go ahead and double click on the brush, and you'll see we can control size, we can control accumulation, spacing, flow, all these different things. Really all we're concerned with here, we can change the size later on with the brush tool, but what we'd want to do is we want to create tighter spacing, because if you go with higher spacing, you get a big gap between and it creates jagged edges. So we're going to come all the way down to where it's at 1%, and we'll accept that. All right, so now that we're there, we can go back to our layers panel here, and we can go ahead and hide this image. We don't need that anymore, and we can Command D deselect. So let's start off with a new blank pixel layer, and we're going to choose our brush tool. And right away we can see that our brush has been defined by the selection that we made. So this is a little bit big. Let's bring it down in size just a little bit. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here along the top toolbar here, and we're going to see there's a couple of these buttons here: Stabilizer, Window, Symmetry. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the stabilizer on, and you have two choices here. You can either use this rope mode or the window mode. I prefer the window mode. It makes it a little bit smoother. It defaults to this 25. I'm going to leave that there. We're going to go ahead and turn on symmetry as well. And we're going to turn our symmetry sections from 1 all the way up to, let's make it 8. And then we're also going to turn on the mirror feature. So now if we look, when we bring our cursor over here, we can see what it's doing. And at first it can be a little bit confusing, but your brush will actually have a little white boundary around the outside of it. So we're going to just make this a little bit smaller. And this kind of, sometimes it takes a couple of passes to get what you want, but we're just going to start off with the real basic stuff here. We're just going to click and drag. And so we'll drag, and we'll leave some spacing, and you can see it's almost like a Mandelbrot. It's really cool. And now you can see I went off the canvas there, so we're going to delete that and start over. The important thing is not to go over the canvas for the effect that we're trying to get. So we'll do it again, and we'll keep it real simple this time. There we go. All right, so once we've got that done, we can go to our Move tool here. Let's go ahead and create the effect that we want now to create the kaleidoscope. So what we'll do here is we'll duplicate this layer, Command J, and then we're just going to take and rotate it just a little bit, and about that much. And we can just use the power duplicate function here, which is just Command J again and again and again and again. You can do it as many times as you like. We'll go with that. What we need to do, since all the layers are the same blending option, we're going to change those up a little bit. So we'll come up to our uppermost layer here. Let's change it to something a little bit lighter, like maybe Add. Then come down to the next one. We can try Screen with that. Come down to the next one, maybe Lighten. And again, this is all just to taste. You can do whatever it is that you like with this to get the desired effect that you're looking for. And so once we got that the way that we want it, we're going to go ahead and group all these layers together. And then we'll go ahead and rasterize and trim that as well. So now before we do anything else, let's create a background here so that we can kind of see what we're doing. So we'll create another blank pixel layer underneath our kaleidoscope. And let's go ahead and put a gradient in here. So I'll grab the gradient tool. We'll just drag it out. Let's make this outer color, make it like a blue, sky blue. And we can also turn this from a linear into a radial gradient. So now let's take our pixel layer here with our design on it. Let's scale it down just a little bit. It's kind of big. And we will go ahead and place that in the center of the image. And let's give this a layer effect. So let's start off by maybe giving it like an outer glow. And we'll leave it at white, and we'll just crank the radius up some, maybe bring the intensity up some like that. That's looking pretty good right there. And now to separate this from the glow and give it a little more depth, let's go ahead and duplicate that layer, Command J. And on that one, we're going to go into the layer effects, and we're going to turn off outer glow. And let's turn on outer shadow. And we'll bring the radius up a little bit on that, bring the offset up a little bit, and the intensity down. So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to bring it up off that background there. All right, so we've got that now. So now what we want to do is we want to create that groovy background, and that's really easy. What we'll do is we'll take this lower pixel layer here with the outer glow on it, and we'll Command J that. Let's go ahead and rasterize and trim that. And let's go ahead and size that up quite a bit. And then we will move that to the center of our image. And let's change the blend mode on that. Let's change that to overlay. And we can even give it a little bit of a Gaussian blur. And then if we wanted to do it again, we could duplicate that one, Command J. And on that bottom one, we could scale it up even further. So it kind of fills our image, maybe even a little bit bigger than that. And let's drop the opacity down on that a little bit and maybe turn the blur up even more. And really, it's not a difficult effect to get. It's more just so that you can kind of get used to using the different tools, about creating your own brushes, and then exploring the Symmetry tool. You can play around with that and get some really, really interesting effects with it. So if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button or thinking about subscribing to the channel. And until next time, peace. Talk to you later. Bye.